Now, this brother in Goldsboro, North Carolina, went up to this like area or whatever whatnot, and he saw this bus, and this bus was damaged or whatever whatnot. Now, this how this bus got damaged because the bus driver tried to go under train bridge that was low as hell. She tried to force it through there with all these kids on the bus or whatever whatnot. For real, thank goodness the kids didn't get injured, but the only thing is her dumb ass got injured. For real though. I mean, that shit was crazy as hell. Anyway, now this dude was athlete or whatever whatnot, and he was doing his thing, up in college or whatever, and he went to jail in a traffic stop or whatever whatnot. For real though. And this cop beat the hell out of him. You know what I'm saying? He had injuries towards his head. And then after that, after when the cop did that shit, he just grabbed the sheet and lynched his ass up in the jail cell. For real though. His parents was pissed like a motherfucker. For real though. But his parents didn't crash out or nothing like that. For real, they got $1 million for that shit. For real though, because they didn't want to keep on being in court, so they settled that shit. For real though. Anyway, so yeah, I was like, god damn, that was crazy as hell. For real though. Anyway, now these people had to get out the house because they was getting evicted or whatever. They was going through eviction or some shit. They didn't even want to leave. So I think that property owner called the police or whatever or whatnot. You know what I'm saying? For real though. And they had all this shit cluttered around in the house or whatever whatnot. You know what I'm saying? They was hoarders. For real though. I'm telling you, gang. I'm not even playing. I'm just keeping it a band. For real though. Anyway. Or a book or whatever. So, anyway. So, this old ass man up there saying he had to get his Zool or whatever, or not, and he actually went up in our damn house. He talking a lot of shit to the cop or whatever, whatnot, and he got the door, but the motherfucker didn't want to leave. He just started saying, "I'm gonna get all my shit." You know what I'm saying? For real though. And the cop just got frustrated like a motherfucker. So he just told the dude that he had to vacate the premises or whatever whatnot. Dude didn't want to vacate the premises. So motherfucker out there tried to make a move or whatever whatnot. A pause move or some shit. You know what I'm saying? The cop just threw him down on the couch, put handcuffs on his ass or whatever whatnot. Took him out and put him in the cruiser and shit like that. And he up there asking I think it was his son or whatever whatnot, what kind of medication is he supposed to have. This motherfucker just didn't want to tell him what medication he needed or whatever, so he could get it from the dude's son or whatever. This motherfucker was like, no, and then I'm like, oh hell no. So him, his son, and his wife got out the house. For real, they did exactly what the cop said or whatever whatnot. This old dude just tried to act like he was he was the king of the damn house or whatever. He didn't even want to leave the house or nothing like that. For real. Anyway, so they driving this dude all the way to the police department, right? And he out there just constantly talking shit, talking more shit than ever. Yeah, yada yada yada, just like that or whatever, whatnot. For real though. So when they actually arrived to the police station, he was supposed to get out. He didn't want to get out. For real. One of the police passing the belt buckle or whatever went up, and you know what I'm saying. I mean the other cop just saying told him to get out. He's like no. He said get out. He said no. So he just forced his ass up that damn boy. Get the hell up out of here. It was crazy, gang. I'm like, damn. Now you know what I'm saying, but shit, that's real something. That's some shit right there. Real though. Anyway, so it was crazy. You know what I'm saying, just courthouse in Atlanta got burnt down, caught fire or whatever whatnot. Because I think they was trying to cover some shit up or whatever. You know what I'm saying? Cover up the truth or whatever. Motherfuckers just burned down. I don't know how the damn fire started or whatever whatnot. You know what I'm saying? That shit just started or whatever. I'm like, god damn. Damn, what the hell is going on in there? Shit, that shit is crazy as hell. For real though, because this mysterious shit is not gonna just happen or whatsoever or whatnot. For real though. And I don't even understand why, you know what I'm saying, the brothers and they're thinking you know what I'm saying, people never got kidnapped before. They been kidnapping people. How you think them motherfuckers end up in trees? You know what I'm saying? They not just kidnapping women, they kidnapping dudes too. They been doing that. They been doing that for years. For real though, I'm and they just discovering it now? Really? Come on, that's not nothing new, gang. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I'm just crazy as hell. For real though. Anyway, so, yeah, I see, I'm just up there just, wondering, what the hell they be thinking about when they say that shit? They been hating all along, it don't fucking matter, you know what I'm saying? They have a bad, mindset or whatever when saying, just thinking about hating on shit. That's about it. For real, actually, I seen this video and all these white people was exposing their own people. You know what I'm saying? About being violent, doing some crazy shit, you know what I'm saying? This man killed, these two hungry women and, you know what I'm saying? Paying their body parts to pigs and shit. It was crazy, gang. I'm serious. I'm serious about that. For real, though. And they just exposed the whole thing. You know what I'm saying? Who was, actually being violent? Who was actually, you know what I'm saying? Scavengers or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? For real, though. I'm telling you, I'm shit. But that's, some crazy shit. Because they, just blurt the shit out, you know what I'm saying? For real, though. Anyway, they just letting us know. You know what I'm saying? What, what happened in the, past and all that shit, you know what I'm saying? You know what I mean? For real, what these, individuals did or whatever, whatnot. For real, though. And then they try to, pass the, blame on us or whatever the fuck. You know what I'm saying? Saying we that most notorious baddies motherfuckers in the motherfucker. Come on, gang. They can't do that shit. Cause why? They need to take credit for the shit that some of them did or whatever whatnot. But they ain't not gonna admit that shit. They're not gonna admit that shit at all. For real though. I shit telling you, gang. You know what I'm saying? They just coming out the, woodwork, so whatever, whatnot. For real though. Anyway, so, I'm just glad that shit is happening and they keep on exposing their ass, or whatever, whatnot. You know what I'm saying? About what happened in the past, and that, what's happening this year, right now, you know what I'm saying? For real though. Anyway, they go take the steering wheels and the gas pedals out the cars. I'm already knowing, gang. I mean, like, shit, that shit gonna be wild as fuck for real, though. But anyway, like, comment, and subscribe. If you enjoyed the video, hit the bell on notification so you can see my next upload and my next post. And I'll make sure I make another one tomorrow. And oh yeah, you could check out my previous videos if you like it. So long, farewell, goodbye.